Now it's clear for all to see that WA is flying the flag for Australia in terms of quality, original music. But it's not all champagne and roses, and there are some challenges that are affecting this scene right now. Let's take a look at a couple of them.
The government can't wake up and smell the coffee, and I mean they go out and support 40-piece orchestra. You know, the WA Symphony Orchestra will get $2 million a year, but they don't go and support local people, like local bands that go out and reach the youth and reach people every day. So.
How important do you think it is to actually get youth involved as early as possible in coming to live events and getting involved in hip hop and drum and bass?
Yeah, it's important. It gives them something to do rather than, you know, do drugs or go vandalise stuff. You know, it's good to get them out, expose them to something, get them inspired.
How good is it that Melville Council will put this event on for free?
Most of the best beatboxers in town aren't old enough to be allowed into pubs. Yeah. So yeah, this is where they see us. It's cool.
It is good as well, but just for the local all ages scene, just getting kids interested again, because it sort of interest seems to fade and dwindle a lot, and then it's just stuff like this and the whammy gigs that sort of get it kicked up again.
In terms of enthusiasm, like I think it's pretty awesome out there, you know.
And it's genuine enthusiasm instead of alcohol-fueled enthusiasm.
You mentioned this concept of the underage gigs that all age gigs that are running in Perth.
Yep.
I mean, how important do you see that to the future of the music scene here in WA?
I think it's an integral part of it. I'd love to say that all ages rave scene was good here, but it's shithouse now, straight up.
It's a lot harder these days for kids to go out and watch local bands. There's just not enough support for all ages gigs. There's not enough venues for them to go out to.
How does the club scene over in the East Coast compare to the club scene over here in WA?
I think they've got a bit of an advantage on us, whereas our government isn't really keen on anyone opening new venues or giving away liquor licences. You've probably got like 3 or 4 venues in Perth and that's it. If you're in a band now, it's even worse than that because there's nowhere to play.
What's your actual take on the venue situation here?
Oh, it sucks. It completely sucks.
The Grosvenor was a perfect example of that. You know, they had to shut down their live music scene because
some rich prick who lives across the road, who's got a $1 million apartment, complains about the noise. So they shut down a whole venue that has 30 years of history that brought up, you know, a brilliant talent from Western Australia. In Excess and AC/DC are 2 of the biggest bands you know, and they're from Western Australia, and if that's not enough to keep these pubs open.
But then on the other side of that, it's also having one of the worst slumps in attendance records in a very long time. Like, there's nowhere near as many people going to gigs as there was, say, 5 years ago.
We have good venues in Perth that aren't getting filled, so I can't blame venue owners and I can't blame pub owners for not committing to original music. I can't blame those people.
The one thing that the WA music scene really needs is some bigger venues that are getting lots of people already. We need those venues to take a chance.
I think it just takes some people to take a gamble, really. Probably some scene people, some people who are already out there and already promoting this music maybe need to get involved in a venue.
It was a lot different 10 years ago, a lot more venues, but having said that, it's on the way up again.
At the end of the day, people are actually going out to watch bands again, which wavers a lot in towns, you know. There's kind of like, if there's a strong band scene, it's good because people are going out, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's completely healthy.
And we've seen a string of great launches for local bands, filling sort of venues that normally it would take a international or big national act to fill.